So let's wrap this up with the Carnegie Museum. You and I are both very involved in the restoration efforts and fundraising and putting on exhibitions. And when I'm in the museum and people come in and they ask, okay, so why is it named the Carnegie Museum? Did Andrew, how did Hanford get this museum from Andrew Carnegie?
Andrew Carnegie was an early multimillionaire within the United States. He made his money in Carnegie Steel, and he decided that he wanted to divest himself of much of his wealth, so he gave monies to communities all through the United States to build libraries with his name on it. And Hanford was fortunate enough to receive a $12,500 grant to build the library that we see there today. We're very fortunate to have that library because that's the only one left in the Central Valley. Fresno had one, Selma had one, Tulare and Visalia had one, and Bakersfield had one. Those are all gone. Bakersfield was destroyed by the 1952 earthquake, but the rest of them were demolished. And part of the reason why I think that Hanford's has survived has been not only because of the people not wanting to see another fiasco with the Hanford High Administration building, but because it was built using superior products and using superior construction methods. At the time, in 1905, a new construction process came out called the concrete block. And if you look at that building, it looks like it's cut stone that surrounds the bottom part of that building, but that is poured concrete block. And there was a machine that was brought in from Southern California along with the crew to operate that, and they poured those blocks on site. It was a new construction method that had never been used before in the area. The architect was James McDougall, and McDougall personally supervised the construction to make sure that everything that was put in that building was of the highest quality and construction methods used. And that's part of the reason why you see that the building still stands today, 120 years almost that it stands there. Right after it was built, the San Francisco earthquake hit, and there was concern that the building was damaged, and there was a newspaper article where McDougall came down to personally inspect the building, and other than a couple small cracks, nothing really happened. So he was pleased that the building survived the earthquake, so to speak. So it survived because of being superior built well, and it also survived because the community really took interest in that building. There's a story, I'm not going to get into it now, about just why is it located where it's at. There was a battle at the time as to where we're going to locate that library.
You mean to tell me there was a controversy over a building in Hanford for the city council?
There was a group of people that wanted to put it somewhere else, and like I said, that'll be another story.
Yeah.